السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. طيب, so this here we're going to continue from last class, but before we continue, I just wanted to run through the exam. Alright, so the exam here, alhamdulillah, pretty simple. The first one, ضع كلمة آتية في مكانها المناسب من الجدول. Alright, so the first one is saying to put the appropriate word in the place, the appropriate place in the jadwal, from the jadwal. So we have a jadwal here. Jadwal is a schedule. Alright, so we have Misr. I have Misr first, so Misr goes with Balad. I'm gonna put some colors here. Alright, so we have Misr. Misr goes with Balad. I'll use the red color for all the countries. Actually, that's ready with Misr. Shouldn't be too hard to write it. Alright, so we have Misr here. We have the next one, which is Syria. That goes with Balad as well.
Sorry to interject. It already have Misr in that column already.
Okay, yeah, it does actually. Alright, so the ones that are already there, you just cross them out. So Misr, Syria. Alright, and you cross it out. And we have Pakistan. Cross it out. Alright, Pakistan. And actually I wouldn't write it in because it would take too long. So Pakistan, we have as well we have Turkey, and Turkey goes in there, and that's the last one. Alright, so what I would do, maybe I'll just fill it out on my own time, and then I'll just show it to you guys. I think that'll be easier and quicker, so that we don't use up too much of the time. So I'll fill it out probably today, and next class we'll do it, inshallah. Okay, so pertaining to this book, to this chapter rather, this unit, or wahda thalitha, we're almost finished with it. We stopped off at some conversations, and we still have to continue them. So my wife will finish the conversations with the sisters, and I will finish the conversation with the brothers. And then when we get to the khulasa, that mukhlasa tarakib, I hope you will join back again. So I'll go back outside. Alright, so we pick two brothers again, this conversation here. So we have brother Musa and brother Dean, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Actually, I'm following on a tablet here with a book, a PDF, and I want to know what page are we on so I can read it off of the
Okay, great.
tablet. So start.
No problem. Al-Wahda. Alright, so page 66 or 16. Just a second, I'm just this thing here. Cool. Alright, 66.
I'm trying to set the start. Just give me 2 seconds. I don't know if you use somebody else at the meantime if you're trying to wait on.
No problem at all. Alright, so brother Dean and brother Saif. A question, brother Abdullah and brother Tawfiq, how the class is going with the brothers? They coming in and stuff?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think it's a little bit unfair to ask me how the class goes. I think I should ask them how it's going because I might say going good and I got to tell you understand nothing.
No problem, inshallah. Ask private, then inshallah. Bi'idhnillah. Alhamdulillah, that's good though. Alhamdulillah, once again.
We don't want to ask me private, I can tell you.
Alhamdulillah, good.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh, brother Derek.
Yeah, it has been very helpful so far. I think I haven't been making myself as available as I should, but from what we have done thus far, alhamdulillah, it has been helpful.
Right.
I have been trying to do some work on my own, and checking in from time to time. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. That's one of the reasons I wanted to ask in the class, so that they would encourage the other brothers as well, who also have problems with their reading, to also take the initiative and encourage themselves to hear the progress. Walillahil hamd. That's really good.
And of course, Jazakallah to the brother Tawfiq, for all his efforts in helping me.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbana lak alhamdu lak shakur. Ya Allah, may Allah bless both of you, bless all of you, and make you all strong in the Arabic language. Ameen. Alright, so moving on, we have here Brother Dean. You'll be Talib number 1. And brother, I think I picked brother Saif, Talib number 2, inshallah.
Okay. Yeah.
So brother Dean, you there? Brother Dean? Brother Dawood, if you're speaking, your mic off. Alright, no problem. So you use brother Tawfiq, inshallah. Brother Tawfiq and brother Saif.
I found the page on stuff, so if you want to go next, inshallah.
Okay, alright, brother Musa, inshallah. Brother Musa and brother Saif, inshallah. I don't mix them up now. Okay. Calling the same names too much. Alright.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. Brother Dean?
I'm trying to my phone fighting all of these days.
No problem. I'll call on the other one, inshallah.
Alright.
Sorry.
Okay. Else I would have silence and they could go ahead. It's up to you.
Go ahead, inshallah. So brother Musa and brother Saif. So brother Musa will be Talib number 1. And brother Saif will be Talib number 2, inshallah.
Kam gurfatan fil fish.
For shaqqa.
Shaqqa.
Yeah.
Shaqqa.
Shaqqa. So you're saying kam means how much? Ghurfatan, room. How much room? Fi shaqqa. How much room in the apartment? Like how much rooms do you have? They don't really speak like how much rooms. They say how much room in do you have, right?
I didn't see any harakat on the far and gurfatan. So there's kam gurfatan fi shaqqa.
Yeah, kam gurfatan fi shaqqa. Ahsant. Alright.
Okay. في الشقة 5 غرف.
Right. So now you said it had 5 rooms. Okay.
في أي
في أي
في أي دور
الشقة. Yeah. So on what floor is the shaqqa? On what floor? On what floor? Or what floor of the shaqqa?
Right.
Alright.
في الدور الخامس.
في الدور الخامس. خامس, which means 5th.
خامس.
Yeah.
خامس. Okay.
Yeah. خامس, which means 5th. Right. So now you do the same thing with the other. So as we're asking, the conversation is essentially how many rooms does this shaqqa have available? You're not saying the word available, but as the intention here. And then the person going to respond, well, they're going to be such and such amount of shaqqat. Ghuraf. And then it goes on to say what floor. On what floor is it? And then you're going to see the first floor, second floor, third floor, as they give you the examples here. So, okay, go ahead. The first one here. Brother Musa.
So you're replacing
So yeah.
my example like
So the first one. So okay, you're gonna ask كم غرفة في الشقة. You're gonna ask كم غرفة في الشقة. Cause that's what you're asking. You right now you're going to you now come to Misr, you now come to Egypt, or you come to Yemen, or you come to Saudi Arabia, and you want to know how many rooms that are available in this apartment here. So say كم غرفة في الشقة. Right? And then brother Saif is gonna say there are four rooms available. في الشقة أربع غرف. Right? They're gonna be four. And then you're gonna ask on what floor it is, because you want to know if you're on the first floor, second floor, third floor. You want to know what floor you're gonna be on. And then you're gonna tell you what floor it's gonna be on, which is الدور الرابع.
Okay.
Alright.
So just to make sure what we have in blue on the side, he will be saying those things.
No, like yeah. So yes, he won't be saying some of those things, but you're gonna also say some of those things as well. Actually, no, you don't say anything. Yeah, you just said.
So that's it.
Yeah. Your thing doesn't change.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're going.
Yeah, go ahead.
كم غرفة في شقة؟
Mm-hmm.
في الشقة 4 غرف.
في أي دور الشقة؟
في الدور الرابع.
Yeah. On what floor of the shaqqa? On what floor of the apartment? So, okay, so now you guys switch. So
كم غرفة في الشقة؟
في شقة في شقة خمس.
no, ثلاثة.
Or we don't want to have here first?
No, like think like you have to. That's why I'm trying to get you to understand, not to just repeat it. Because if you understand it, you would see the difference. Because you're gonna ask. So the word "fi" means in, and "shaqqa" means apartment. So in the apartment, there are.
Also, you shifted one.
Yeah. There are such amounts.
So في شقة ثلاث غرفة.
غرف.
غرف.
Alright.
في أي دور الشقة؟
في الدور
ثالث. Yeah, في الدور الثالث. Alright.
في الدور الثالث.
Alright. Safe. Brother Safe.
Right. I had to say again. كم غرفة في الشقة؟
في 1 second there. We'll start there.
You're watching. You're using the book. You're using the book by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're on the other one. The one that right after the ثالث. خمسة. It's actually almost the exact same conversation, but we have the other thing here. Try looking at this screen, like what are you doing here? Because I'm circling certain things so you could see to give you like a aid.
Right. So you're replacing shaka. No, not replacing shaka. Replacing same comes. Alright. So في shaka خمس غرفة.
غرف. Right.
غرف.
في أي دور الشقة؟
في الدار الثاني.
Very good. All right. And now all your switch. So you want to read the first part now for him?
Come
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come غرفة في شقة.
في شقة 4 غرف.
أحسنت.
في أي دور الشقة.
في الدور الأول.
في الدور الأول. Very good. الدور الأول. أحسنتم. بارك الله فيكم. Alright. So we're going to try it one more time with two other students. Brother Tawfiq and Brother Dean, inshallah.
Assalamu
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Brother Dean, you there? Oh, yeah, still having trouble with your phone, right? Oh, you could see.
So there's not a problem actually. Yeah, my phone's sticking, but it's on right now. I hope it'll cut back off.
Okay. So you're seeing right now?
Yeah, seeing is not the problem. The screen that's touching to itself now. So sometimes you might get a touchy mic and it come on, I come back.
Okay, interesting. No problem. So here we have you're gonna do the exact same thing that we just done. You know, you're gonna ask how many rooms are in the apartment, you know, and then the person is gonna answer how many rooms are in the apartment. You know, كم غرفة في الشقة. كم means how much. غرفة means room. في means in. الشقة means the apartment. And then we're gonna say في الشقة, in the apartment. خمسة, well, you know, you're gonna say whatever number it is. Alright? And then we have here في أي دور الشقة. On what door, on what floor of the apartment. And you're gonna say في الدور الخامس. في الدور الخامس, or في, according to the example there. Okay? So we're gonna do it again. Brother Tawfiq, you can start it. Actually, Brother Din, you started, inshallah. You gonna be alright, go ahead. Fatan. Very good. Yes, أحسنت.
في الشقة 5 غرف. في أي دوران أي في أي دوران شقة.
Very good.
شقتان.
شقة.
في الدور الثاني.
أحسنت. Okay, and then you're gonna apply that to the other ones here.
Before we go on, I was asking, في أي دور الشقة is that شقة 2 supposed to be شقتي?
في أي دور just a second, huh? في أي دور الشقة. Yeah, it's supposed to be شقتي actually, yeah, because it's مضاف إليه. But they have a few mistakes in the first book because of they're trying not to put too much they're trying to put too much what you call again, rules here, but they should actually not make any mistakes at all. Should have just left it.
But it's better than left out the mother than to put it.
That to put it in the first place, exactly. Yeah, and this supposed to be a dawri, not dawrin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, because if it's mudaf, it can't have the
It wouldn't be tanween.
Yeah.
Ahsant. Alright. Try this one here. Brother,
for me, right?
Yeah, brother, then you started, inshallah.
الشقة
كم غرفة.
في شقتان.
No, كم.
في شقتان.
كم غرفة.
Oh, we starting back from the top line.
Yeah, but you're gonna use the same sentence here, but we're gonna change a few things here when we move to the other page, the other image.
The other line, well, I thought it's the other line we was doing with the amount of floors.
Yeah, the amount of
Shaka.
floors going to change and rooms.
All right, but right now I doing the first part. So.
Yeah.
Kam garatan.
Ghurfatan.
Shakatan.
Ghurfatan.
Ghurfatan. Fi shakat. Shakatan.
Right. في الشقة.
في الشقة 4 غرف. في أي
دور الشقة.
شقة.
Okay.
دوري شقة.
Very good.
في الدور الرابع.
Alright, في الدور الرابع. Alright, next one. You go switch inshallah. So brother Dean.
Okay, look, I will start.
Yeah, you will start inshallah.
Right. كم غرفة في الشقة؟ في شقة
ثلاث
في 3
غرف
غرفة
غرف بفتحة.
غرفة.
Not it have to say anything on the file, remember, and then on sukun, right?
Alright.
غرف. Alright.
في أي دور الشقة؟ You said this line is me to say mine?
Yeah, is yours to say yours? في دور.
No.
The last
في
one.
دور. في دوري.
ثالث.
لا تالي.
No, في الدور الثالث. دور الثالث.
دوري.
Okay. Right.
The second line on the same circle, right?
Yeah. The second line on the same circle.
Dore. Atali.
That's a sec. ثالث. Tha, because the tha and then the alif after tha, and then a lam here, lith. See enough?
Latali.
Right, there we go. Alright, next one.
كم غرفة في الشقة؟ في شقة
خمس غرف فتحة.
في أي دور الشقة؟ في
الدور الثاني. الدور الثاني. ني.
Atan.
Okay, and so now switch again, inshallah. You would say the first line. كم غرفة في الشقة؟
كم غرفة في الشقة. الشقة 4 غرف.
في أي دار شقة؟
في دور الأول.
Very good. أحسنتم. Alright. So just make sure to practice reading, inshallah. month of Ramadan.
I mean, you were saying the Mudaf is Mudaf Ilai with the second one. You say that thing now, but I'm trying to make sense of the Mudaf Ilai. They ain't asking you like in which floor is the apartment?
No,
yeah,
exactly.
That's the question.
Yeah, and which one of the apartments?
So, I basically asking you in which floor is the apartment. So I'm trying to think like how
the apartment. In which floor is the apartment? No, on which floor is the apartment? How, on which floor is the apartment? I don't understand that in I don't even understand that in English. On which floor is
the same fee, i.e.
Alright.
Darin Shaqqa.
So which floor of the apartment, right? Not which floor is the apartment.
So it's in the translator which floor of the apartment.
Yeah, exactly. On which floor of the apartment? Yeah.
And which floor of the apartment? Okay, alright.
Yeah. There we go. Next one.
Our suggestion, right?
Okay.
I know it's my first time participating in the class actually because I was trying to catch up from the first presentation here.
This is Musa.
Musa.
Okay.
Yeah. So the places where in the examples that need to be replaced, like for example, comes to Kuraf, if we could have underlined just that alone instead to highlight which part of the sentence would have been replaced with what is in the question.
You mean?
Which would then be like...
you mean this?
Like in column 2, where the sentence reads Fi Shakka Hamsu Kuraf. If you could have just underlined the Hamsu Kuraf instead of underlining everything else, instead of underlining the other subjects, underline like those two words to highlight that those would be the two words that would be replaced. Highlight it or put it in like in with the commas or something.
I mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a suggestion.
No, I agree with that.
Easier for...
I agree with that. Barakallahu feek. No, that's good. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah. Okay, so هات الجملة كما في المثال مثالين. So we have two examples here. We have لدينا شقة جميلة. Right? So we have a beautiful apartment. The next one, لدينا بيت جميل. We have a beautiful house. So what we have here is some female words and some male words. Alright, some female words and some male words. شقة, female word. بيت, a male word. How we know the difference? Because شقة has a تا مربوطة. Alright, this تا مربوطة, this circle تا مربوطة. Alright, and then this ta here is a ta maftuha. This doesn't have any alaqa right now, since we studied to female and male right now. When we started to learn jam muannath salim, like plural female, like then we will start to learn stuff like that. But even in that case is not like this. It have a certain sira, have a certain form. But right now, anything that's a ta marbuta, female word, anything. So we have here a ta marbuta here and a ta marbuta here. So I'll use brother Abdullah. Are you available?
Yeah, Sheikh Labek.
Assalamu alaikum. Alright, so we have here, you can do all the female words.
Okay.
Actually, you could do all the words. No.
Okay. So I'm just replacing the word instead of the shakka. Okay, good.
Brother Musa said like right there. Those words there are going to be replaced.
Okay. So لدينا أثاث جميل.
Right. أثاث جميل. أثاث جميل.
لدينا أريكة جميلة.
Right. أريكة جميلة.
Right, okay, sorry. Yeah. لدينا فرن جميل.
Very good.
لدينا سجادة جميلة. لدينا سخان جميل. لدينا غرفة جميلة.
أحسن. بارك الله فيك. All right. Nicholas, you want to try?
Okay.
All right.
Go back to you a little bit. I was wondering, the one with the that looks what is it? With the two dots on top, that is marduta as well.
Ta مربوطة.
What about the carpet one with
same thing.
But as with two dots.
Same thing.
Okay.
One is just joined because Qaf could join on both sides and Dal can't join on both sides. That's the only reason why. It's like that.
Okay.
Dal can't join like that on the ending of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just
and
like
is it two dots that?
Yeah, it is the two dots, and its circular form is what would indicate that this is a ta marbuta.
Okay, and well, I know the one that is look kind of like a D with the two dots is a ta marbuta. So I was just wondering with the other
marbuta. It comes from the word rabt. Rabt, which means it actually means like circle or link.
Okay. Okay, let's see. The first word was
round, rather. More like round. Yeah, say that again. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. What was the first words again?
So we have ladaina. So the words are underlined, or the words are going to be changed.
Yeah. Ladaina, and for the sentence is try it.
Ladaina.
Ladaina.
Good, right? You see the sentence on above here?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Ladaina.
Athathun.
Okay. Ladaina athathun.
Jamilun. Or Jamil. Okay, we want to end on Jamil. All right, go ahead. So you have beautiful furniture.
Okay.
Next one.
Ladaina.
Arika.
Jamilun.
Arikatun. But if you end, then it will be Arika. But you're going to continue, right? Ladaina Arikatun Jamil. La.
Arika Jamilatun. Sorry, what's the last one? Arika Jamilatun.
Right again. Female.
Yeah. Arika.
Ladaina.
Arika. Ladaina.
Fun. So you're going on the other one, right?
Fun. Yeah, fun.
Furnun.
Furnun. Yeah.
Jamilun. Or Jamil.
Jamil.
Alright, stop there. Alright, and I have Brother Derek do the other three. Brother Derek.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Alright, try these here.
Okay, so I'm replacing the words that underline on the sentence with these words down here. These three words, right?
These three words at the bottom here.
Okay. All right. So Ladaina. Gufra.
Okay.
Gurfatun. Ladaina Gurfatun Jamila.
Oh, ahsant. That's it exactly. Very good, ahsant. Okay, nice.
Okay. So I'm going with the other word now, right?
Yeah.
Ladaina Sakha. Ladaina Skon.
Sakhanun.
Sakhana.
Nun.
Is that double number there?
Yeah.
All right. Sakhanun. Okay. Ladaina Sakhanun Jamila. Jamila.
Because I don't have because it's not a female word, so it wouldn't be Jamila.
Jamil. Oh, okay. Jamil. Okay. Yes. Okay. Ladaina. Sajada. Ladaina Sajada. Tun. Jamila.
Right, ahsant. Very good. Ahsant. Wow, that's very good. Alhamdulillah. I can see it paying off, but it paying off for sure. Alhamdulillah. Alright. Just to give a quick thing on the items here.
عليكم أستاذ آسف نحن نسمع زوجتك في خلافتي.
Let me see. They're talking a bit too loud. They're saying they can hear you.
Yes, I know.
Barakallahu feek. Alright. So, just a little tip. So we're saying Ladaina. Alright. Even with Jamil and Jamila. Right? Because you probably heard people in your life by now with the name Jamil. Probably heard it before as a name. And you probably also heard names of females with the name Jamila. Right? Ali is still a bit loud. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, so probably still heard the name Jamila as well for females. Alright. So those two names, as you can see, one is male and one is female. Right? Jamil being the male version and Jamila being the female version. Right? So this is just a small little indicator that you already kind of know how to apply the female and the male versions of words. Alright? So, and obviously we're saying we're saying this is a beautiful, we have beautiful furniture, we have a beautiful carpet, and this is A. We're using A because why? There's no alif lam. There's no alif lam there. So this is A. So we have a beautiful carpet, we have a beautiful chair, we have a beautiful sakhana, which is a heater. This is a sakhana, or a sakhanun. Ladaina sakhanun jamilun. Alright, I'm going to just sit in Arabic so you can understand it better. Ladaina furnun jamilun. Alright, ladaina غرفة جميلة. Right? Okay. So now let's make sure. Let's see how far she got. You finished with the conversations? Yeah. Alright, so I told her that we're going to do this part together though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll explain after the class as well.
Alright. Alright. So now, walillah alhamd, we have the Mukhlasut Tarakib as we have every single chapter, which is basically all the words we have learned for this chapter in one place. So this now has a compilation of both verbs and harf jar, which is conjunctions, and some nouns that we just learned, right? Yes, it's looking like a lot now because there is 2 other ones. So if you're not revising, it's going to be a lot. But if you are revising, it's going to just be a little more addition to what you already have. All right, so we have here, I'm going to go through it anyway. We have here Uridu, right? We have the word Uridu. Just like we learned yesterday, Uridu means I want, right? In the Quran, it is seen as like is like translated like I desire something, but it's really I want. Arghab is more of the word desire, but it means I want. It's used as I want, right? So, so the first one here we have Uridu sitara. Uridu sitara. I want a sitara. A sitara is a curtain, right? Uridu arika. Uridu arika. Uridu meaning I want. Again, an arika is a chair or a couch. Uridu thallaja. I want a thallaja. Okay, so what we will do, inshallah, just so we can have more participation instead of me saying everything, I'll have some of the brothers do it and the sisters will do it as well. They would do it as well, and you would just explain to them what they're gonna say, and then you will have them say it. Yeah, make them do each one. Alright, so we have Brother Tawfiq, and Brother Tawfiq, if you could do the first column here.
Naam.
Barakallahu feek.
Uridu sitara, uridu arika, uridu thallaja, uridu mir'a, uridu furnan, uridu sakana.
Very good. Ahsant. Alright. Furna, sakhana. Alright, so this one here now, Brother Abdullah.
شكرا. هل تسكن في بيت؟ هل تسكن في شقة؟ هل تسكن في حي المطار؟ هل تسكن في حي الجامعة؟
Ahsant. Alright. Taskunu, as we know hal is the questioning word here. Taskunu being do you stay or do you reside? Fi is in, so hal taskunu. So you're saying do you reside in? And then you're saying, as he said, bayt, which means house, shaqqa, which means apartment, hayy matar, which is the neighborhood of the airport, and then hayy al-jamia, which is the neighborhood of the jamia. Okay, so next one here we have Brother Shakir. Brother Shakir. Brother Shakir, are you there? If you're speaking, your mic probably off. All right, we have Brother Musa. Brother Musa here.
Nam askunu fi bayt. Nam askunu fi shaqqa.
And I now use la.
La askunu fi hayy matar. La askunu fi hayy jamia.
Hayy al-jamia.
Hayy al-jamia.
Very good, ahsant.
La askunu fi hayy al-jamia.
Very good, ahsant. Barakallahu feek. All right. Next we have here So Brother Derek.
Okay. Fi shakka.
Alright, fi shaqqati. There's gonna be a T. I'm just gonna put it right there.
Right. Okay. Fi shakkati.
Don't worry about the rulings right now. Like if it's shaqqati, shaqqa, if it's shaqqatu, those things we will get into that. That's actual something, that's grammar, and we haven't studied that yet. They're just building new words. I'm just gonna correct you every now and then about the correct pronunciation of it, but there's no problem.
Okay. Fi shaqqati shalatu.
Very good.
Do I have to pronounce this last word, the one with the ayn?
Yeah, ghuraf.
Okay. Fi shaqqati talatu arafa.
Ghuraf.
Uraf.
Yeah. Ghain. Alright, nice. Next one.
Fi shaqqati Arafa. No, Abau. Abau. Arafa.
Ghuraf.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ghuraf. That's how I'm calling.
Yeah.
Fi shaqqati khamsa. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't tell me. Kamsu.
No problem.
Kamsu. Ghuraf.
Ahsant. MashaAllah. I love that shit. Alright, Brother Saif.
Right, so I doing this one. Okay.
Yeah.
أريد شقة من فضلك. أريد ستارة من فضلك. أريد أريكة من فضلك. أريد ثلاجة من فضلك. أريد سجادة من فضلك.
أحسنت. Barakallahu feek. Alright, we have here. These are numbers. These are tarakib, like ordinal numbers. Is it ordinal numbers that they call it? Is numbers that you use for order, right? So it's in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Alright. So these here are those type of numbers. So what are they called? Brother Shakir, are you there? Alright. Brother Micah. I never called Micah before.
في دار
أول
الشقة
سكن.
Yeah, أول. Yeah, right. الشقة في دار ثاني. الشقة في دار ثلاث. في دار ثالث.
طيب.
الشقة في دار رابع. الشقة في دار خامس.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Very good. All right. Brother Akim. Muhammad Akim. Muhammad Akim. You there? If you're speaking, your audio off. I didn't see Brother Dareem here. Oh, you're not here. Okay, you can't talk right now. All right, Brother Amir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, so you want to correct, so?
Yeah.
Kam ghurfatan fi shaqqa. Kam sitaratan fi shaqqa. Kam hammaman fi shaqqa. Kam sajadatan fi shaqqa. Kam في الشقة.
أحسنت. I'll let you do this other one as well. Yeah.
لدينا بيت جميل. لدينا فرن جميل. لدينا سقان جميل.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Alright, brother Shakir still there. Who's Sabr? As-Sabr. Oh, who's that's it. Shakir. Assalamu alaikum. Are you there? Okay, good. Alright. Do these two here, inshallah.
Last two?
Yeah, those. They have one more, but you'll do these two before I'll get on another brother to do the other two, inshallah. The other one.
لدينا شقة.
No, this one first. The baytun. The baytun as well. These two here.
لدينا بيت جميل.
Okay.
لدينا كون جميل.
You're gonna end on sukun when you speak.
Alright. لدينا شق جميل. لدينا شقة جميلة. لدينا سجادة جميلة.
Okay. سجادة جميلة.
Yeah. لدينا سجادة جميلة. لدينا غرفة جميلة.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Alright. We have brother Abdul. I can't remember which Abdul is this. Abdul. I just have the word Abdul. Brother Abdul. Brother Abdul, you there? Abdul Qawi. I think it's Abdul Qawi, right? Okay. Brother Dean?
Darwin Shakatun.
No, شقة. Sorry. شقة. في أي دور الشقة؟
The China Adama, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna remember when you're reading, even when you're reading Quran, when you end on the ayah, you end on sukun. So when you end a sentence, you end on sukun. Even when you end speaking, you end on sukun.
Alright. I was taught that. في أي غرفة الثلاجة.
في أي غرفة الثلاجة. Suppose I have a shadow.
ثلاجة.
Alright.
في أي بيت
في أي بيت الغرف. في أي بيت الغرفة. في أي بيت الغرفة. Alright. Let me explain what these are actually, because this is another good example for of like mudaf ilayh. So this is saying here, and these all supposed to have one here, not supposed to have two. Alright. So it's saying in which in أي غرفة أي دور الشقة في أي دور الشقة in which دور of the apartment. On which floor of the apartment? Right? I know it's saying in, but it's not. I mean, fi. I remember I said fi is in, right? In Arabic, we have it's how to say. They are very. It's not directly translated to be on or in, right? So, like for example, we have here, like if I were to say, I thought about you, right? I wouldn't say fakarutu ank, an, which means about, right? I would say fakarutu fik. I thought in you, right? I thought in you. So even though we have we have certain expressions in English that similar to Arabic. So if someone was to translate, it would be like this: when you are speaking or when you are reading certain things in the Arabic language, they have their own ways of saying things, right? And so instead of saying on which daur, when you say on, right? When you say on means on top of something, right? On means on top of something. For them, that's not right to say. On which floor? Right? Because it's sitting on top of the floor. So in their case, they would think it's better to say in. In which floor? In which, because the floor is in the apartment, right? The floor is in the apartment, not on the apartment. You understand? The floor is in the apartment and not on the apartment. So for them, they would think it better to say fi ay dawr shaqqa, which actually it does kind of make sense when you explain it like that, right? But it's just we don't speak like that, right? I'm not expecting it to change your whole way of speaking English for learning a language. But that's essentially why they're using in and not on, right? Fi ay dawr shaqqa, so on or in which floor or on which floor is the on which floor of the apartment, on which floor of the apartment. All right, the next one, في أي غرفة الثلاجة, في أي غرفة الثلاجة, on which, or in this case is in which room, in which room of the in which room is the ثلاجة in this case here. في أي غرفة الثلاجة.
So this supposed to be mudaf ilaide too.
No, in this case here.
No, the rhythm is different.
Yeah, this one is not the case. It's different, right? Yeah, in this case is not mudaf ilayh here, because this case here we asking about, because it doesn't belong, the fridge doesn't belong to the room, right? Or the room doesn't belong to the fridge, or the fridge doesn't belong to the room, right? In this case, we asking about in which room is the fridge. But in the first case here, the floor actually belongs to the apartment. That's similar to the example previously. The example previously, we were talking about the floor, fi ay dawr shaqqa. The floor actually belongs to the apartment. I actually should do this with the sisters as well. Alright, I just want to explain a point here, the last one. Yeah. Okay. So the last one here. This last one here. Let's see if I can circle it. Okay, so this last example here is a bit tricky, because they're using two different things here. They're using one, so the first one they're using mudaf ilay. So that's why it has a little mistake in this, because they kind of see everything as the same thing, and it wasn't. So the first one, all right, I want to make the pen a little bigger. Like this. Okay. So the first one here we have fi ay dawr shaqqa, right? Fi ay dawr shaqqa. Alright, so if I dawr shaqqa or down in a shaqqa, right? No, it's gonna be if I dawr shaqqa, because it's not you're not gonna put tanween. It's mudaf ilayh. That's what I'm trying to explain right now.
Because my teacher said.
No, she's a brother, so you could hear. Alright, fi ay dawr shaqqa. So the dawr here we're speaking about belongs to the apartment, right? So this is mudaf ilay. This is mudaf ilay because we're saying that this is the floor of the apartment, right? The floor of the apartment. The other one here, the one that comes right under it, في أي غرفة الثلاجة or في أي غرفة الثلاجة or في أي غرفة الثلاجة, right? In this case here, the second case here, the second case is not a case of mudaf ilay, but rather this is a case of we asking about the room and we asking about the thalaja that don't belong to each other. So we're saying, in which room is the thalaja? In which room is the fridge? Right? So there's a difference there. Even in the way it's said. The first one is asking about on which floor of the apartment. And the second one we're saying, in which room is the fridge? Okay? That's the thing there. And then we have في أي بيت الغرف. Alright, so I mean this, alright, so this is the في أي بيت الغرف, in which house of the room, in which room of the house. في أي بيت الغرف. This last one here, I'll check this last one. I'll check this last one and explain this, because this kind of organized way as well. In which room or which house of the room? In which room of the house? All right, so this last one, forget this last one here. But the first two, as I was saying, this first one is a case of mudaf ilay. The second case is a case of asking about which room is the fridge in. Okay, and that's it. The last one, I think this last one is structured wrong, but I have to check first before I make a ruling on that. Okay, that's just one thing I just wanted to mention. Okay, you done? Okay, so this is essentially the end of the class.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz. On the Salaja is supposed to have a shutdown nitha or no?
Yeah, it's supposed to have a shutdown nitha. That's what I wrote it initially, but I think when I pressed back, it came off. There's a thalaja because the tha is this lam here will be a lam shamsiyah. Okay, this last one, as I said, just forget this last one. So if you could I'll send a screenshot of what I have here, so that way you could have those things off there, so you wouldn't try to even learn that. عبارة في أي بيت من الغرف. الغرفة بأي بيت من الغرفة. Which that's wrong. That is wrong.
But one question. That last one you're saying, in which house is the room? I can see it just sounding weird, but but of course we know it can't really be the next way around.
No, it could be like if I was to say
the room must be part of the house, but the house will be a part of the room now. But a room is a part of a house.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was saying. If it was to be the other way around, it could make sense. في أي غرفة البيت, like in which room of the house, right? In which room of the house? Remember I was saying with mudaf ilay is a case of saying that this thing belongs to this thing. So Sayfullah, the sword of Allah. So the sword belongs to Allah. Baytullah, the house belongs to Allah. Rasulullah, the messenger belongs to Allah. Right? Even Dawr al-Shaqqa.
Is it possible? Is it possible you could also ask, I know this song read, but we understand the next way around here, because right, the room is part of the room will be a part of, but is it possible you could also ask in which house is the room, like a particular room, and you want to know which house it is, in that sense.
In which house is the room? In which house is the room? Okay, yeah, I guess like if you it could be like that. Yeah, it could be like that. Like, it's strange unless somebody is they're looking for they amounts a bunch of houses. They amounts a bunch of houses, and they're looking for a certain room. You can ask like that. It's strange, I'm not gonna say it. That's why I say I can't say it completely wrong, but it have like such a rare usage. It not sounding right. Like if I were to come in someone's house, I come in someone's house in Saudi and I say and asking about a ثلاجة. أين الثلاجة? أين الثلاجة? Where's the fridge? أين الثلاجة؟ في أي غرفة البيت? Right? In what room of the house? في أي غرفة البيت? And then they would tell me في غرفة الجلوس. في غرفة الجلوس, which is the sitting room. I say okay, طيب, and I go there. And I'm looking for a certain book. I say أين الكتاب? Where's the book? Alright, أين الكتاب? في أي غرفة البيت؟ في أي غرفة البيت الكتاب? In which room of the house is the book? And then they say في غرفة النوم. The book, الكتاب في غرفة النوم. I say طيب, and I go into the غرفة النوم. Right, but in this case, it's weird. It's very strange. If I am surrounded by houses, and then I'm looking for a certain room from these houses, okay, it's strange, very strange. But essentially, that's it there. And that's the thing about these Arabic books. They have like mistakes. All Arabic books that I've come across so far, the Medina book, the Qura book, this one, they all have like one or two mistakes, but I mean the mistakes are very small, and they don't really change the course material. Essentially, it just comes a little tricky. Just the teacher needs to see it and identify it as well, essentially. But barakallahu feekum. If any questions at all, like the sisters have any questions, if they want to ask, I'll go outside. Brothers have any questions at all? This is essentially the end of the chapter, by the way. We finished. This is the end of the second chapter. There's some exercises here to continue speaking. This going to be for homework. There's more is to have a speaking conversation between you and your friend, you and your colleague. There's a sakhana here again. Look at this. There's a nice picture of a sakhana heater, right? So yeah, if you zoom up here for you sisters as well, right? There's a sakhana there. And look at a forn, like you could tell, it's just like a baker thing, right? So a toaster oven rather, right? So and then they have some homework here. I'll send that inshallah. This one, okay, no, we're not finished with this then. I'll do this next class. This is basically a conversation, a story. This is like the first story in the book. So this here, I'll make sure to do this next class, inshallah. Question, do you guys want to study verbs yet, or you want to continue just doing the book as it is?
What do you think is more beneficial?
What is that?
What do you think is more beneficial to us at this point in time?
I want to hear the opinions of the people too, because for me, I think it's better to not do it yet. But at the same time, if I don't want to deprive anybody of it, because we already started doing verbs. Right, we already started doing verbs, but it does.
Sheikh, you can repeat the question?
The question is, do you want to start learning verbs yet? Like in the sense of surf, like going into surf, because what we did, we touched it yesterday, a little bit in the morning, but I didn't touch it too much, because I didn't want it to be too complicated. But I'm not sure if it will be too complicated for everybody or not. So I was just asking.
My take on it, Sheikh, I believe it will be beneficial for those who think so. They'll understand the effect of it now. Because if you rely on summary reading, I believe because they don't understand what's going on with the verb and how it affecting the other things in a way. So once you learn the verb and understand that, I think it will be easier to click to read with a flow now, inshallah.
Okay.
So